Let's consider an Ethernet hub. A hub is an early Ethernet device, a legacy device, that used to be used quite a bit to interconnect things like clients and servers, any kind of device that wanted to get on the network. And one of the important characteristics to know about a hub is that it doesn't really make forwarding decisions. It's not analyzing any sort of MAC address or IP address. It's not analyzing anything in order to make forwarding decisions. In fact, sometimes it's simply referred to somewhat crudely as a bit spitter. It takes bits in on one of its ports and just repeats them out of the other ports. For example, on screen, if a PC sends a packet into the hub is going to regenerate that packet out all of its other ports, so everybody connected to the hub sees that traffic. And like we said, this was used in early Ethernet networks, and the competition back at this time was Token Ring. That was the other predominant technology in local area networks. Also, something to understand about a hub is that we're dealing with a single collision domain. All of the ports on this device belong to one collision domain. Let's remind ourselves what a collision domain is all about. If a PC wants to transmit on this shared Ethernet network, what it's going to do is use an approach called CSMACD. Carrier Sense Multiple Access with Collision Detection. It's going to listen to the network to see if anybody's talking at the moment, because we can only have one packet at a time on this shared Ethernet segment, and if it concludes that the coast is clear, it can transmit. But let's say that the PC and the laptop, they're simultaneously listening to see if the coast is clear, and they hear the same period of silence. What's going to happen? Well, they might transmit at about the same time, resulting in their two packets colliding. That's known as a collision. The packets are corrupted, they have to be retransmitted, but remember what CSMA CD stands for? The CD stands for collision detection. The devices can detect that a collision occurred and they can retransmit. And while this may not be a major issue when we only have maybe 3 devices connected to a hub, can you see how this is simply not going to scale very well? It's not going to scale to larger networks because we only have a single collision domain. We can only have, in other words, one packet on the network at once. That's not going to scale to hundreds or thousands of devices. Also, we have a single broadcast domain. A broadcast packet is a packet that is sent out to all of the workstations, all of the Ethernet devices on a subnet. And the hub is going to take a broadcast in on one port and repeat it out all of the other ports. It's not separating broadcast domains, it's not separating collision domains. In fact, all of the ports belong to the same broadcast domain and to the same collision domain.